You know, guys, Sheamus is one of the toughest men I've ever seen inside a ring, but he can only take so much. But look at this. There's still some gas left in the tank.
Yeah, Sheamus just thought that creates a little bit of space here, but can he somehow capitalize? Can he get to his partners, the tag team champions, the Usos?
I think that was out of desperation. You need to crawl over here and get a tag, and there it is!
And here comes the Usos, tag team champions, off the top rope. Harper's down. Momentum shift now. Jey Uso.
Usos are exciting.
Harper sent over the top, through the middle of the rope.
We're about to see us a flying Uso. I say, who's Uso?
Jey is all fired up.
Bray Wyatt over here in the corner.
He's going
shaking
up.
his head. Whoa, wait a minute.
Now Luke Harper trying to run some interference, and he caught him.
Man, it's so hard to knock this hard.
Oh, they got right to the face.
That was flush.
Is it enough? And Eric Rowan saving the matchup. What action here on Raw. Pro kick. Uso crazy.
Watch out, Sheamus.
Bray Wyatt measuring Sheamus and planting the Celtic Warrior. And now, Bray Wyatt ducking out of harm's way. Oh, what a clothesline! About decapitated!
Man, that's it.
Jey Uso, cover, it's over.
The winner of this match, the Wyatt family.
What a match, and what a victory for the Wyatts here tonight. Action was fast and furious.
Well, Sheamus was looking stellar at that point. That big brogue kick, taking Rowan out of the ring, and the Usos high flying everywhere. Things were looking up at that point, but then the Usos got caught.
What a clothesline, John.
Oh,
Just about decapitated Uso. That was a thing of beauty. That's not.
Doesn't have to be beautiful to be effective.
Then, and only then, will I allow you.
Look who's back! It's Y2J! Chris Jericho!
Now there's a multimedia superstar.
This place is exploded! The six-time world champion, former undisputed champion, nine-time intercontinental champion. Rockstar,
What an awesome
podcast host, Dancing with the Stars.
surprise. Break the walls down. Chris Jericho is back.
he looks like he kind of missed this adulation. And you can tell the universe missed Y2J.
He looks great.
You got something to say, Chris? What, did you come out here to give me a Lifetime Achievement Award? Oh, this is 2012 Chris Jericho, where you come back for 3 weeks, don't talk, in your stupid light bright jacket. Oh, now you're gonna take off the jacket. You know what? How dare you, Chris? How dare you deprive these people of a moment to watch me shine? Do you have any idea how important I am? I'm the Marine, damn it! I'm an actor! I'm a movie star! I'm a box office draw! I'm a... Whoa!
Damn, that felt good! Did that feel good?
I have been waiting a long time to say these words, and I'm gonna say them right here, right now, tonight. Welcome to Raw is Dead!
What? Oh my God!
Oh, God.
Bray, Wyatt, Harper, and Rowan, the Wyatt family.
Things have changed since you left, Chris.
I don't know if Jericho's seen anything like this.
Welcome back, Wyatt style. If I was Chris Jericho, I would run.
Jericho trying to fight his way out of this, and Harper and Rowan, though. Isolating Jericho. It's going to be a numbers game here on Jericho, and now the volley from the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt yet to get his hands dirty. The Wyatt, Jericho's welcoming committee. Not the homecoming Jericho expected.
What about that?
And now Bray Wyatt. Sister Abigail. And guys, Y2J has become Wyatt 2J.
Yeah, but the question is why? Why are the Wyatts doing this to Chris Jericho?
We just wanted to welcome him back.
Yeah, right.
One of the greatest superstars in WWE history, the 6-time world champion, Chris Jericho, is back.
The first undisputed champion and the 9-time, a record Intercontinental champion, Chris Jericho.
And we'd love you to discuss the return of Jericho to SmackDown on social media using the hashtag Y2J. Y2J. Not only is he a champion, John, he's a rock and roll star with Fozzy.
The Ayatollah of rock and roll.
But John, we saw earlier on, the return to Raw this past Monday, not quite what Chris Jericho is expecting. The run-in with the Wyatts.
Who could expect something like that? What a welcoming committee.
For the first time in 1 year, Y2J is back on SmackDown. To be in this ring in front of the thousands of Jerichoholics here tonight and watching at home in the millions, and that feels good. And to come back last Monday night as a complete surprise. I fooled you. I fooled you. It was one of the greatest moments of my career, and that felt good. And then along came a spider. A big, dark, venomous spider and his family. And I know since I've been gone that Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family have become one of the most dominant forces in WWE history. And I knew when they surrounded me in the ring, it was not gonna feel good. And I was right, because they beat me down 3-on-1, and that was not good. And because of that, I have one thing to say to the Wyatt family, and that's this. Thank you. I want to thank you, Wyatts, for reminding me that the WWE isn't all about lighted jackets and music and surprise entrances and Y2J chants, because the WWE is about survival as well. And this ring is a dangerous place, but guess what, Wyatts? I can be a little dangerous. Because you've never worked with someone like me. I don't look like anybody else. I don't think like anybody else. I don't act like anybody else. And as a result, that's one of the reasons why I'm the best in the world at what I do. So Wyatts, you can come to the ring and light a torch. You can rock in a chair. You can sing a song. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you want to get crazy, I can get a little crazy. If you want to get nuts, I can get nuts. If you want to get crazy, I'll get crazy with you. But when I do, you will never, ever be the same again. That's a promise.
The world does not have a voice of its own. It can't tell you what it wants, what it needs. But it's yearning for something to point it in the right direction. A savior, perhaps. Save us, Chris. Oh, you must forgive me. Where have my manners gone? I don't think I've had a chance to formally introduce myself. You may call me Bray Wyatt, but I have 1,000 faces and 1,000,000 names. Seducer, accuser, destroyer. I am the color red in a world full of black and white, and if you value your ability to breathe, don't get too close. Save us, Chris. Save yourself.
Hey, Wyatt, here's an idea. Yeah, I do think I want to get close with you. So instead of standing back there wherever you are in the dark, why don't you come out here?
A-list movie star.
Not sure that is exactly what Chris Jericho wanted right now.
How does it feel, Chris? How does it feel to be interrupted? Last Monday night, you deprived the live audience and everyone around the world of something special. A moment that everyone would remember forever. The return of The Miz. And it's a shame what happened to you afterwards with the Wyatts. But I could have helped you, Chris. It could have been two former WWE champions fighting side by side, taking down the Wyatts, but you broke the golden rule. You tried to hurt this, the Moneymaker. But you got lucky, Chris. You got lucky. Because nothing did happen to the Moneymaker. Because if anything ever did happen to my face, it would cost you, WWE, and everyone at... Oh, Codebreaker!
There went the Moneymaker. Ching, ching.
Miz didn't get a chance to explain what would happen if something happened to his face.
Or how much it's going to cost. I guess we get a tap next week.
Chris Jericho is back.
These guys need to come up with something big.
Oh, you notice we got a lot more women here today? They find Miz attractive. Big movie star like Black Clooney.
Hey, look at this!
Got him here. Jericho roll up the kick out of 2. Uh-oh, look out. Miz going to the figure 4. He's got it. He's got it. Jericho's in trouble.
Can you imagine Jericho, record 9-time Intercontinental Champion, has to tap out?
He may have to.
In Canada.
Jericho's got nowhere to go unless he can roll over and reverse the pressure here.
The first undisputed world champion, Chris Jericho. Caught in the middle of the ring in that figure 4.
Uh-oh. He's gonna have to break the hold. He's gonna go to work, right back to work on the legs of Jericho now. Got him softened up.
Jericho fighting back. Oh, right in the face.
No, right in the face. Call the match, ref.
Match. One punch in the nose.
And Jericho looking for the walls. Walls and Jericho, Miz taps out.
Jericho tapped out the Marine.
Well, Miz was looking good right to the very end. This is what turned it around. Watch this. Pow! Right to the face of the Miz, and while the Miz has his mind on his Moneymaker, oh, he got bent in half.
This won't be good for Jericho.
Well, waiting, Chris. We're all waiting for you to come save us. And I was wondering to myself, Chris, how is it that you plan on saving an entire universe when you can't even save yourself? Now, do you think it will be your words that can protect you from me? Because I believe that last week, right there in that very ring, I proved that actions speak much louder than words. Actions scream eternities to a generation with no tongue, yeah. And you can go on, Chris, and you can say whatever it is that you think you need to say, but know that I will hold your every word against you. And I will never, ever let you forget. Because these people, Chris, look at these people that you used to call Jerichoholics, but now they sing to a different tune, because they know that unlike you, I inspire them. They know that I got the whole world in my...
Would you please shut the hell up? Quiet, Wyatt. You don't have to say anything else, because for once, I agree with every word you're saying, because you're right. Actions do speak louder than words. And right now, my actions are this. Since it's just you and me, I'm gonna come up that ramp, knock you out of your rocking chair, and beat your ass.
Uh-oh, here comes Jericho.
Well, I don't know if that's a wise move, Chris.
I don't know, but
That's what I'm talking about. Bray Wyatt is not alone, not by himself.
As Jericho, I just stand there and watch. And not go up that ramp.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Y2J, Chris Jericho.
Excited to be on main event, Renee. She's been waiting for this for a long time.
Well, tonight on the highlight reel, your guest is going to be WWE
Yes.
Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart. Now, before we get to that, we just found out that at Battleground, you're going to be going one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. How do you feel about that?
Well, let's go back 2 weeks ago to Monday Night Raw, when Y2J made his triumphant return to the WWE after a year of planning, waiting for the right moment, coming out, surprising The Miz, giving him a code breaker to his moneymaker. Everybody's yelling and screaming, Y2J, 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 and then along came a spider. A big, black, dark spider. But I have to thank Bray Wyatt and his family for helping to remind me that the WWE is more than just light up jackets and Y2J chants and surprise entrances. The WWE is about survival. It's about the danger that you can face in a WWE ring. And at Battleground, I'm gonna reciprocate what Bray Wyatt did for me and help to remind him what Y2J can do inside of a WWE ring. Because you know what I do when I see a spider, Renee? A big, dark, black spider? I step on it. I squash it. I end it. As far as tonight goes, main event, Chris Jericho, Bret the Hitman Hart, highlight reel. When we are through, main event and the WWE Network will never, ever be the same again. Look at all the Jerichoholics here tonight. And I am excited to bring the highlight reel here to main event, here to the WWE Network for the very first time right here in Ottawa, Canada tonight. But I'm even more excited to introduce you to my guest here tonight on the highlight reel. You know who I'm talking about, you know. I'm talking about one of the guys that I used to watch when I was a kid, one of my inspirations to get into the WWE, an idol of mine, and now even more importantly, someone that I'm proud to call a friend. Ladies and gentlemen and Jerichoholics everywhere, let me introduce to you the excellence of execution. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Here he is, right now, Bret the Hitman Hart! Bret Hart is here! And Bret, let me welcome you. I'm so excited to say welcome to the highlight reel.
I just want to say it's a great thing to be back in the Capitol for the first time in a long time. And it's a big deal to be on the main event for the very first time. And you know, with all the exciting things going on in the WWE today with the launch and the new network and everything, it's a great time in the WWE, and it's a great time for me to be here back in Ottawa. You know, I was standing here, you know, it's hard to believe how many years have gone by since, you know, I met Chris here a long time ago. Remember he came up to the dungeon. You remember when you came up to the dungeon for the first time? He was just a young kid back then, but I remember we all kind of teaching him, and we all took up bets. Some of us bet on Chris, and some of us bet on my sister Georgia. And remember she made him tap out with a rolling cradle around the basement, and you tapped out. But you know, it's hard to believe all these years later, all the conquests and battles and titles that he's won, stand here together. It's a great moment, and I'm glad to be here.
You wouldn't have been chanting Y2J if you would have seen his sister Georgia stretch me. She was a tough chick, for sure. Not one of my best moments, but I've had a lot of great moments here in the WWE in this very ring. As have you, Bret Hart, some of the greatest matches I've ever seen, some of the greatest victories I've ever seen. I want to ask you, who in your opinion are some of your greatest rivals that you've ever faced here in the WWE or during your entire career?
Yeah, I had so many great rivalries, guys. Mr. Perfect comes to mind. My brother Owen, I mean, that was such a great rivalry. You know, I've even, who could ever forget the battles I had with Stone Cold Steve Austin, even The Undertaker. You know, I had a lot of battles with The Undertaker, but I think the one that stands out the most, and probably always will, is gonna have to be Shawn Michaels. That was a pretty intense rivalry. But,
What? No! No way! You gotta be kidding me!
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels?
Look who it is! That's literally a heartbreak. Damian Sandow last night did his best impression of a Bret the Hitman Hart in Montreal, and tonight it was just like him. Portraying Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels. Wow. The boots, the hat, the camo. Got it all down pat. The double bicep.
I am so excited. I can't believe that the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, is here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But Shawn, I mean, you've let yourself go, man. I mean, you used to be such a good-looking guy, but you're ugly now. I mean, wow. Your nose is bigger, your ears are sticking out, your eyes are bulbous and too far apart on your face. I mean, you look like a big, ugly fish with a beard. But it's still good to have you, Shawn, on the highlight reel tonight.
I get it. Ha ha, joke's on me. Seriously, Chris, I just want to come out here and congratulate you. The highlight reel is on the WWE Network. I apologize you didn't pay the light bill on your jacket, but that's okay. You're standing here with Bret the Hitman Hart. And I believe you called Bret your idol, your hero, and your friend? Well, Chris, who was the man that made you want to be a wrestler? Me! And Bret, who was your son's favorite wrestler? Me! Let me make this very clear. After I get done tonight, people aren't going to be talking about Montreal. No. When I get through with you, they'll be talking about the Ottawa screw job. Because Bret, after tonight, I will send you back to Ted Turner, back to WCW, back.
Ooh. So much for that. Uh-oh. Bret Hart. Yeah. The Hitman in Ottawa looking for the sharpshooter. Sitting down on it on Shawn.
Ring the bell! Ring the bell!
Deja vu. 1997 Montreal. Take a look. It is the Ottawa screw job.
Please welcome my guest joining me now, Y2J, Chris Jericho. Chris, tonight you will face Randy Orton, but I want to address the announcement that was made earlier this week on Main Event, that you'll face Bray Wyatt one-on-one at the Battleground pay-per-view.
Jericho versus Wyatt for the first time ever in WWE history. This has potential to be a classic. Two unique individuals from opposite sides of the spectrum. Chris Jericho, Y2J, six-time world champion. Bray Wyatt, manipulative, a big black dark spider spinning his web and suffocating everything in his way. On Monday night, last Monday night, Bray Wyatt said, "Save us, Y2J, save us, Y2J." Wyatt, I can't save you. He's too far gone. I can see it in his eyes. He's unlike anything I've ever faced before. But he's right. Action, not words. Something else he said on Monday night. And I'm going to take action tonight against Randy Orton, one of my favorite opponents, one of the toughest opponents I've ever been in the ring against, one of the greatest performers in the business today. He's a legend killer, multi-time world champion. He's the Viper. But maybe it's time for me tonight to crush the head of the serpent. And as far as spiders go, as far as Bray Wyatt goes, you know what I like to do when I see a spider? I step on it, squash it. So Wyatt, I'll see you at Battleground. I'm coming.
For Triple H.
Save us, Chris. Save us, Chris. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Save yourself, Chris.
Look at Jericho blocking. Orton's going for a superplex. Jericho continues to block here. Now uses the headbutt to knock Orton off the rope. And Jericho perched high again. Chris Jericho, cross body, lateral press, hooks the leg and a near fall again. What a matchup. Oh, backbreaker, vintage Orton.
Counter after counter after counter by these two guys. They know each other very well.
Man, what a win this would be for Orton, John. Just 9 days away from the fatal four-way for the WWE World title. Talk about building momentum.
You're right, Art. What a great win for Chris Jericho.
Exactly. Jericho countered, knew what was coming. These guys know each other so well. Jericho trying to roll the Viper on his belly, and he does. Rolls at Jericho.
And he's got it in deep.
Rolls at Jericho, submission maneuver. What's Orton gonna do here? Orton is a long way away from the bottom rope. Jericho screaming for him to tap. Orton trying to slither his way to the ropes here. And Orton does make it, gonna force the break.
But how much damage has been done? Your low back gets wore out. You can't breathe when you're in that. Chris Jericho have it in him to capitalize.
Jericho landing on his feet, however. Randy Orton, though, he's got Jericho right where he wants him.
The brilliance of the Viper.
Is that enough to put Chris Jericho away for Orton?
Randy has never been better. Taunting of the crowd just for good measure. And here we go. Could be the beginning of the end for the Lionheart, Chris Jericho.
Orton coiled, ready to strike, goes for the RKO. Jericho counters. Uh-oh, Chris Jericho, Lion Salt.
Cover him, Chris, cover him.
What the? Where are they? Hey, wait a minute, Randy Orton off the RKO! And the Wyatts are nowhere to be found. Orton takes advantage.
Here is your winner, Randy Orton.
John Bray Wyatt's mind games continue, and that cost Jericho the match.
Well, that slide distraction aside, what a great match between two of the all-time greats.
Randy Orton building momentum for Battleground, and Chris Jericho, he now realizes he's in a battle of wits a week from Sunday.
This is what you expect out of these two legends, and they did deliver. Chris Jericho has a lot more problems in hand, though. The name of Bray Wyatt.
God, is that man the next WWE World Champion?
My money says he is. I think Randy Orton walks out.
And Chris Jericho is here live on Monday Night Raw. We invite you to join in the conversation on social media using the hashtag Y2J.
Welcome to Raw is Jericho! Man, it feels good to finally be able to say that. Feels good to be back here in the WWE because I grew up here. This is home. This ring is home to me. I've been working here for 15 years and I have seen and done it all in the WWE. I've seen Yerple the Clown, I've seen Naked Midian, I've seen 3-minute warnings and 5-second poses. I've seen Big Papa Pump, Big Boss Man, Big Show, Shawn Michaels, Michael Hayes, Lord Alfred Hayes, Lord Tenzai. I've seen them all, baby. Thank you. I've seen The Undertaker almost get burned alive by his own pyro. I wrestled John Cena in his very first pay-per-view match. I've been knocked out by Mike Tyson and Mickey Rourke and Bob Barker. I will still take you on anytime, any place, anywhere. I'm a 9-time Intercontinental Champion, and most importantly, I beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night to become the very first undisputed champion ever! I'm a 6-time world champion, a musical chairs champion. You forgot about that one, didn't you? Like I said, I have seen and done it all in the WWE, or at least I thought I had, because I have never seen anything like Bray Wyatt. Wyatt is an anomaly. He's a manipulator, an ominous presence, a shadow in the dark, a freak surrounded by freaks, a seemingly unstoppable force. And for some reason, Wyatt has set his sights on Chris Jericho. And I don't know why. Why are you coming after me, Wyatt? Why? What are your reasons, Bray? I don't know, but I do know this. At Battleground, Jericho versus Wyatt for the first time ever. Two opposites facing each other for the first time, but maybe, Bray, we're a little bit more alike than you know. Maybe we've got a little bit more in common than you know. Wyatt, you want to get crazy at Battleground? I'll get crazy. You want to get a little nuts at Battleground? I'll get nuts. That's right. That's right. Let's get crazy, Wyatt, because you say you've got the whole world in your hands. I've got the whole WWE universe in my hands. And Y2J with every Jerichoholic in this arena and watching at home. Now that is a true unstoppable force, baby.
Why you? Do you remember what it was like to be a child, Chris? To be so full of energy and hope. Running through the grass, skipping stones. With no worries about whatever horrors tomorrow may bring. What happens, Chris? What is it that changes a man? Children have such frail little minds. And when these frail little minds are struck by the cold hand of life, it makes them different. Why you, Chris? Well, where were you when we needed you, Chris? You said that you would always be there for us, Chris. You said you would save us, and we remember everything. I have done a lot of bad things to people, Chris. And I have gone to war with very powerful men. And along my journeys, I noticed something about them. There's a constant. No matter how tough or how mean they thought they were, no matter what they had been through in their lives, Chris, they all scream. And so, will you. What's the matter, Chris? You afraid of the dark?
Guys, with the... Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Rowan and Harper. Rowan and Harper got Jericho cornered. Bray's henchman.
Get out of there, Chris.
Sure, you're kidding.
Here
and
we
Harper
go.
and Rowan now, and Chris Jericho trying to fight back, and Rowan just tossing Jericho aside, and now Jericho ducks underneath the big kick, and Jericho slides out of harm's way. Wise move by Jericho. Wise move by Chris Jericho tonight.
Watch your back, though, Chris. Wait a minute. These Wyatts around, you got to watch your back, not just in the arena, but at all times.
Harper and Rowan. a little scare into Jericho. Hey! Bray Wyatt!
Man!
Blasting Jericho. Sister Abigail. And a steal.
I remember everything about you, Chris. I remember how you said that you would always be there for them. I remember how you said that you were gonna go and save us all. But I see right through you, man. You're a liar, a charlatan. You're the biggest hypocrite of them all, and you deserve everything that is coming for you. We've gone too far, Chris. There is no turning back now. And when it is your fate that is hanging in the balance, it will not matter if you're 1 foot or 100 feet off the ground, Chris. It'll just be too late. So don't worry about saving us. You should be more focused on saving yourself.
There's a reason Chris Jericho is the first undisputed world champion. It's not because there's an ounce of quit in it. Believe me, there isn't.
Jericho sidestepping Luke Harper. Harper bounces off the turnbuckle. Now Chris Jericho going for the lion salt.
He hit it.
Can Jericho capitalize? Jericho cover on Harper, trying to put him away here in a near fall for Jericho. What a competitive battle here.
Bray Wyatt seems to be enjoying this. Jericho going for the code breaker. Countered again by brute strength. Harper going for that power bomb again.
And look at this. No! Jericho in trouble, trying to counter. Rolls him over. Can he get him on his belly for the walls of Jericho? Can Jericho get him for the walls of Jericho here? Trying to cinch it in. He does. Walls of Jericho. Bray Wyatt sick and Rowan. Jericho knocks Rowan off the apron. And Harper loading up for the clothesline. Jericho rolls up Harper. Shoulders down. He got him. Jericho got him. And now Rowan attacking Jericho. You saw this coming. The danger of the Wyatt family out there.
Here comes the Uso cavalry.
Jimmy and Jay, the tag team champions, taking out Harper and Rowan.
Little retribution for Monday night.
Retreating as well. The Usos face Harper and Rowan for the tag team gold. 2 out of 3 on Sunday. I'll tell you, John, Battleground is shaking up to be some of that Sunday on the WWE Network.
You better believe it is.
You got Jericho and Bray Wyatt. You got the Usos and Harper and Rowan for the tag team titles. 2 out of 3 falls.
You better get ready, Tampa. This is going to be an explosion on Sunday night.